Good afternoon, and Vrijdag en Zintik. Happy Sunday, as we say. So Friday was one of these days. It was Xhodesh ניסן. It was there wasn't much to say. It's at some point we're beyond words. As we said last week by the Shir, that as the Moed 9 points out to us, that he wants us to go above the words. He's like, don't stay stuck in my words. I want you to go beyond the words. It's like when you have an epic experience, there is no words. It was just an amazing moment. The food was so good. My vacation was so good. My connection was so good. I had such an amazing and deep understanding that it's beyond words. We have the words, and then we go deeper. It's just a feeling. Can't put it into words. So, we're still on Shabbos. Just because the day passed, we already know that it's a consciousness, and you can just tap into it. So Shabbos was Xhodesh ניסן. It was, if you looked at the calendars, if you looked at all the Haiduas in Maiduas, whatever there was in Shul, it was Tazriya HaChodesh. Tazriya means planting the month, the new month. Chadches, Chiddush, also Chodesh ניסן. It's the Rosh Chadushim. It's where we're going into. Rosh Hashanah is the Chodesh, is the beginning of the world, and ניסן is the beginning of consciousness, the beginning of Am Yisrael, Kedushas Yisrael, the beginning of this consciousness. All of the Machshava, B'ni B'chayri Yisrael, Makas B'chayris had to happen in order for us to be born, because Zeh La'umah Zeh. And we didn't need it. They were crushing, pressing and repressing us, suppressing us, to the point where Melech Malcham Lochem comes and just is like, okay, I'm taking off the cover. And when he takes off the lid for B'nai B'chayri Yisrael to come out from Moichem the Katmas, from smallness, they just had to go. That was it. Makas B'chayri is where Moshe told Paroi, it's over. We're being born. We're coming out. It's over. So just we're gonna go deeper in this B'ezrat Hashem this week, but just to understand the power of the Chodesh. What does it mean, Lazriya Chodesh? Which means that in this month, and this was Chodesh, this month, there were in 14 days from now, and now it's 13 days from now, we're going to be receiving, our consciousness is going to be receiving a new voltage, a new Tippus Moicha Av, a new power to regenerate. New fuel is being entered into the womb of our consciousness, and we're going to open it up with the wine and the matzah. But first, understand, what does it mean that we are above and beyond words? So we're going to go with today's Tanya. The payment of a mitzvah, when you do something good, you're asking for the reward. The reward is doing the mitzvah, and based on the payment, based on what you're feeling, that's how you can measure the mitzvah. In other words, like this: if I am doing something, if I do a mitzvah, it's not a burden on me to do a mitzvah. I'm not coming from Das Tachen. On the contrary, when I'm doing a mitzvah, that's an opportunity for me that I'm going to be receiving more life force, more positive force, more connection. So when you are in the process of doing, now, a mitzvah is not just doing something that's hard on me. A mitzvah could be being present. A mitzvah is being connected. Vidatas Hashem v'Yishavos, that is a mitzvah. To be present, to know your Creator, know my Creator means that as I'm in my spin, as I'm in my struggle, I'm finding the light in that connection. I'm connecting it. There must be something positive here. That is a mitzvah, Yidiyas Hashem, and in that's your schar, because by knowing and recognizing who you are and bringing light into that is the reward. That was the step that you just took to get to the next level, to get to the next step. Now, we don't know, we have no asik in the stars, in the hidden stuff. That is for tzaddikim agdolim, Shem b'chinas markava. רק הניגוס לנו שאחריהם כל הנמשך לידי נמון המאוס מדרס אבייס השם דחידריכים וזגלס ליבה הנמשוך שמבינים ודאז וגדול הסין סברך. In other words, like this. The tzaddik is in black and white. The tzaddik is hidden in his room. He sits all day in koilul and, whoever reaches the level of tzaddik, that is it. His level of Eibishter is the whatever he knows, whatever he understands. It's black and white. But for us guys that are out there, that we are in Welt, to us it's benigla, it's in his galas. The hidden, the tzaddik only sees us in the nister. He only sees Eibishter in the nistaris. It's hidden, it's a chap, it's a gemara, it's all that, it's very powerful. Okay? However, there are those who go on Mesiris Nefesh. Mesiris Nefesh means that I'm going to go out there and I'm going to go do what I have to do in order to get my job done. Now, keep in mind that you may think you have choice in the matter. You don't. You're being driven from up above, like a puppet. You're being driven. The only choice you have is to open yourself up and being able to let it flow, to receive it, and connect to the heart. When I am going through a process and you feel the squeeze and you feel the pain in it, the job here is to connect to my heart. Once I connect and I click it into my heart, then I'm lit, I'm on fire, and when I apply my bina and my das to it, which means that I'm taking my head and I'm connected with my heart, I become one unit with it, that is the most powerful nuclear activated reactor that you could do, that even the tzaddik can't reach. Because the tzaddik only sees it in the nister, and we regular people, we can see it in the hisgalas, openly revealed. I can find my Eibishter in a sandwich, I can find my Eibishter in a conversation. I can find my Eibishter in anything, being present with myself, full color. Ultimately, he wanted to land in Welt, in physical world, all the way down at the bottom. Now, the way to reach this, you need to understand, we are in a cesspool. We are in a pool that's made out of like a mud. We're deep. We're deep sunken into the mud. How do we get out? That when you try to get out from the mud, you sink deeper and deeper. How do you get out from that spin? With av and yir. If I'm doing that, if I'm doing something with fire, and I'm doing something when I'm fully lit, when I'm doing something from my heart, I'm connecting to it, and I'm making my voice, my sound, my expression. My voice, my sound, my expression. It's me. I'm doing me. I'm wrapping my tefillin and I'm saying for 6 minutes Shema Yisrael, and I'm connecting, I'm listening to a song and I'm connecting to it. That is when I'm activating my passion, my love, and my fear, my two wings. That's how you get yourself out from the mud. That's how you rise. You just separate yourself. It has no choice. It has no choice, because the mud is low frequency, and what I'm talking about here with love and passion, when I'm connected to myself, I make machdo Eretz Yisrael. I make my Eretz Yisrael wherever I am. B'levavi mishkan evne. In my heart, I'm gonna build my mishkan. In my heart, I'm going to build my Beis Hamikdash. I don't care how deep I am and how far I am, but where I am presently in the moment, I'm gonna find my fire within. I'm gonna create my fire within, and all the struggle and all the confusion and all the opposition from around is just here to force me to light my fire even stronger, to feel my incubator even stronger, to feel my fire. Upon the In other words, light up your fire. Light yourself up. Find yourself, find the value, finally say to yourself, I am, yes, I take up space, I matter. I matter. It's possible that I am reaching a level that tzaddikim can reach. I'm in that place. I'm in that space where I am, where I matter, my fire matters, my voice matters. And haraya that I matter, because if I didn't matter, I wouldn't be here. The fact that I can take up space here in Olam Asi, in physical world, that I can take up space, wherever you are, you're taking up whatever width and weight you are, whatever matter you take up, you are a physical matter. So you matter. You take up space and very physically, and there is all the way up there, the Creator has billions of manifestations. You are one of those manifestations, and we are not just a manifestation. B'ni b'chori Yisrael, the firstborn child, the first thought that entered into the brain of Atzmas, Chelik Elokam, Emal Mamash. We're going to get into that, not to get confused. There's levels that we can understand, and then there's levels that is completely black that we don't understand. What we are getting into, La'aseh Love, and we're entering in La'aseh Love. Two, we can enter in that, as it says last week once again, as the Son of the he says we can do this right now. I can be here, there is no time and space. And this koyach is starting Rosh Chodesh Ниסן. This koyach is starting Rosh Chodesh Ниסן. We are preparing, we are in full-on foreplay, preparing to receive the Chachma Sa'av, Tippus Moed Ha'av, which is going to be Pesach night by the Seder. And we are in countdown right now. We're in countdown to prepare ourselves. Mindfulness. Now remember, we did this already last year too. There is a massive fastball coming, which is going to be happening Pesach night. It's a fastball. It comes at 1,000 miles per hour. You can't even see it coming. It comes in and lands Pesach night, and then it's removed the next day. And we're going to open it up more by this year. We'll talk about it more. We can't stop this ball from coming. We can't stop the ball from hitting us. You are going to be hit. You're going to get hit. It's going to be so fast that you're not even going to know what hit you. The only thing that we can do is to train the eye that at least I'm mindful that I'm being hit. And that is no expression, no explanation, because it's chachma. We don't have expression. It's colorless, it's soundless, it's emotionless, it has nothing. It's so high up that as far as we're concerned, it's just a missile of light. And then we're going to have 49 days to open that up, to unpackage it, going into bin and counting down the sphere. But let's stay with this right now. So the only thing that we already know that we're satellite dishes. We are a satellite dish that we received from the Tzelem. The only thing I can do is it's like the tennis ball that comes flying 135 miles per hour. Hit, and you watch it, you can't even see it flying. All you see is that by the time you think you're following the ball, she or he is already hitting it back and then back and forth. So how can they see the ball? They see it because they saw it so many times that they're able to slow it down. Able to slow it down to such a point that they can actually make contact with it. Contact to send some of it in the baseball, to send it in a home run. So this is what we're preparing right now in Rosh Chodesh Ниסן. Especially it was on Shabbos. Chodesh Ниסן was on Shabbos, which is nothing has to be done. We were in the spot. You're automatically, if you're a Yid, you were in the spot. No matter what you did, where you did. If you were sleeping, then that's the way you received it. You had to be sleeping to receive it. If you were learning, then you received it that way. If you were wherever you were, if you were in an argument, then the oirs were too strong and you couldn't hold, and your kelim, you had shviras hakelim, and after shvira comes tikkun. So wherever you are, the avodah here is to understand that we are in a deep process of Pesach Tavshin Pei Beis. Higanu Tavshin Pei Beis, and how much work has been done of mindfulness. And for those who have been following and in the Chassidus, and we've been learning the talking the talk and learning from the Ifra Par and all that, how far have we come in presence, and look around yourself, see your level of presence, how you are when the triggers are coming, how many of them are just flying right over your head. And then it gets to a point where you can just laugh it off. And then it gets to a point where you can facilitate that, or hold space for that, or understand that. So all that is done with love, passion, and yira, awe, knowing myself, grounding myself. Yira is that I don't deserve anything. Ava is that I want. And yira is, again, I don't deserve it. So it's a constant back and forth until you break it down, until you find just the little piece inside, the light, the actual trigger, because we are going to make contact with the laser light. We're not going to get hit this year with a blast on the face. We're just going to get hit with exactly, bullseye. That's what we're preparing for. So, L'chaim, it's an awesome day. We're already not saying Tachanan anymore now. We're saying the The Nasi every day, every Nasi brought his carbon and all the everything else that they brought to the Mishkan for the Chanukas Abayis. The Rebbe was very, very, enforcing and pushing that everybody should say the Nasi. We all have, now we have our Shorish Neshamas are from all the Shvatim. It's a one big mix. So you say the Nasi to trigger that, to open it up, to connect with that. And we should be Zoicha we will be Zoicha to go above the words, to get out of the Kalim, to get above. This is where Malchus meets Keser, Panim B'Panim, which means that we've done the work, you've processed, you felt, and now you can just go straight from to a place of connecting in. We'll leave it at that. Have an awesome day. Have an amazing week. Much atzlacha, and we should have all our endeavors. Everything should just clear up, and we should be proper vessels and flow. We should get the message, and ultimately wake up from our dream. It's just a dream. Anything that you're experiencing is just a dream. A unique l'chaim.